Hi guys, in the spirit of talking through our ears, today I want to talk to you about music. Music is a phenomenal tool that all of us can benefit from. The therapeutic qualities on music is just extraordinary. I don't know about you, I'm a runner, and if I run with music, I can go way further. And obviously, if we just look at how most of the society out there, if you meet them somewhere in a public place, they've got the earphones on and they're listening to some sort of either a playlist, music, maybe they listen to a podcast, whatever it is. But actually filtering sounds into your own ears is something that's very common and very much used in today's society. But let's talk about music in particular, more detail here. I said music is a therapeutic medium, and I do suggest that you play around with the music that works for your brain and that you really find stimulate your brain capacity, either calms you or give you more focus and attention. Music can do either. But music is either private and personal or public and shared. Now, if we go private and personal, it means you've got your headphones on and you're in your own space. Then it's very easy because you can turn the music up, you can turn it down, you can change the type of music that you're listening to, you can change to a podcast. It's all within your control. You can do with it whatever you want to. And that is phenomenal. And that's why I do think headphones is the best invention of the 21st century for sure, because it really helps us to contain, calm, organize our brains independently. The problem is when you share space, when you go into a public space. For instance, you go to a restaurant and there's a lot of music playing in the background, very loud, or kind of music that you don't like. Then it is very difficult. For some people, it's highly annoying and they find that environment quite difficult. And you will find people with low thresholds for sound and various other senses would avoid certain restaurants and just wouldn't go there because of that annoyance, that irritation, which just means you can't enjoy yourself. Then for the other sake, people with high threshold would love that music and their buzz going in the background and they wouldn't even notice it. The other day I did a Pilates class at gym and my Pilates teacher was really getting irritated and annoyed because there was another class adjacent to our room. Their music was way louder and it was really irritating her. I didn't even hear it because I could block out that music messages and those sound messages coming through to my brain fairly unconsciously and easily. But just important to remember this. Also, music concerts. What type of music concert would you go to? Guys, and I'm not referring to a virtual concert because please, that's not a concert. Okay, maybe it is, but I'm talking about going to a real face-to-face concert. All of us will go, but we definitely find people who have got medium to higher threshold who get stimulated by noise and music would be much faster or much more eager to go to these music concerts. They would definitely might even have a party before, a party thereafter to keep on stimulating the brain. Where the low threshold group, the more sensory sensitive group would maybe avoid that music concert to start off with, or if they go, would maybe be more towards the side and a bit of a corner and exclude themselves or remove themselves a little bit from the masses, although I think it's often very difficult. They'd also be very picky with what type of music, what type of artist they would go listen to. I'm just also thinking music in an outdoor venue versus a closed venue also are very different. An outdoor venue would mean that you can really, the management of those noise and the frequencies of sound are much easier as opposed to a closed venue. So open venues, outdoor venues are much more appropriate for people who do tend to get more distracted or irritable or overloaded by auditory information. So again, showing you what type of music choices you have, what type of music shows you go to is all very different based on your thresholds. And how do we approach this and how do we work pre and post these sessions are also interesting. We might find that our roots, our sensitive group would go to the music show but be irritable afterwards or need to go to bed afterwards because their brains have become a lot more fatigued in the process. There's no right or wrong, there's just different. Again, showing you how unique we are. We make different choices. We enjoy different things based on how your brain processes sensory stimulation from the environment. That was another vlog from my side. Hope you have a wonderful week going forward and speak to you soon. Cheers.